Hey, over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And he's getting ready to learn wife Joy Nightingale.
Yes, because we're going to learn some facts. On today's adventure, we have landed right here in Niagara Falls, New York. And we just finished one wax museum, and now we're going to go to wax museum number 2 for today. This one is Niagara Falls Wax Museum, a name that's simple and gets right to the point. I like that. So step right up. Let's go for this ride. Joy, I wonder what we're going to see.
Well, you just said it. Niagara Falls Wax Museum. Is it going to be like part of the history?
Maybe we'll see life-size figures of explorer, pioneer, statesman, prominent in the history of the frontier. And we could take our picture going over the falls. Joy, I'm learning even before we got into the Wax Museum that Niagara is an Indian word meaning thundering water. That's a good fact.
That's awesome.
The American Falls have been completely frozen over 3 times. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Well, that's pretty cool. That of the 6 people who attempted to go over the falls as a Daredevil stunt, only 4 were unsuccessful. So they didn't go over the falls? Is that what it means, Joy?
No, so it means that 12 people were okay, and 4.
So they went over the falls. They just weren't alive to remember or live in the glory after? In my lifetime, should I be the 17th person to go over the floors? I think I should. I'm gonna build the most amazing barrel in the world and go over the falls. Not today though, not this trip, another trip. When I'm prepared for it. So stay tuned, because it will happen. Like this Daredevil. He has a nice villain mustache. Here we go. Lewis Hampton, first white man to view the falls in 1678. Do you want to know the sad thing, Joy? He's viewing this amazing natural wonder. He doesn't look that excited. Ooh, we have an Iroquois longhouse. Someone has to tell this guy not to start the fire. We're inside. He might burn this whole wax museum down. And he's wax. Buddy, you're gonna melt yourself. Nate de La Salle, accompanied by the priest, explored Niagara Falls area in 1678 and 1679 and claimed it for the king, King Louis XIV of France. We have 3 figures here. We have a British, a local Native American, and a French, and it's just showing the three groups that influenced the history of the Niagara Falls frontier. Nice canoe.
I can canoe. Can you? Look at this mask. He's like,
I've never seen this one that looks like he has an arrowhead stuck in his head.
Oh, I thought that was a horn.
I like to show him the different tribes
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
that made up the Iroquois nation over here. I think maybe we should have been in the haunted wax museum again. We have the Devil Holes Massacre. Indians used to portage merchandise. Some enterprising white settlers sought to take over with the use of horse-drawn weapons. The incensed Indians lay in wait one dark night, ambushed the wagon train, and threw the wagons, drums, and pastures into the gorge at the place called Devil's Hole. This is reported to have been the first labor strike in North America. I'm glad labor strikes aren't this violent anymore. Ooh, this is also cool. We have an old sawmill here. This is the first use of Niagara's water power.
Maybe he needs to fix that.
Yes. Well, yeah, but it's supposed to be powering. So he has to fix it to power it, to cut it again? That's
Well,
like there's a hole in a bucket, dear Joy, and it spins around to, you need to get water, and then how do you fetch it with the bucket? But there's a hole in the
That's
bucket.
where that came from then. Started with this.
Yeah. There's a sawmill that needs fixing that powers by water, by Niagara Falls, but it's broken. I need to fix it using hand power to make the sawmill work, that uses water power to make saws. Going to the old Fort Niagara. Oh, that's interesting that the fort flew 3 flags because at one point it was a French fort, another time it was a British fort, another time it's an American fort. This area is called America's Prayer I don't know why, because they're playing checkers. We have a bunk of one of the enlisted men during the French occupation. The French officer required the enlisted men to sleep on hard pine boards. They said it made the straight spines in soldiers' appearance. Well, not this guy's appearance. His face seems to have been melting into his head. This painting of the old fort.
Oh, that's really cute.
You still can visit the old fort. It's not really in the town of Niagara Falls. It's a little north. I don't think we're gonna make it this trip, but it is something I definitely want to see. Have an old blacksmith guy here making some horseshoes. What else we got? Fire alarm boxes. Do you think it's still active or just part of the exhibit?
I think it's part of the exhibit.
Should we find out?
No, we should not.
We're looking at the King of Power.
Okay.
At the Robert Moses Niagara Power Plant, 5 miles north of the city of Niagara Falls, water was diverted from Niagara River above the falls, entering a forebay, using a turbine to create electric. Hydro-generating electric. This man's not working on the turbine. He's actually putting up some power lines here, so that turbine gives everyone some electric. It is a cool stamp. Then all of a sudden, we have Julia Roberts and Princess Diana. I don't know what Princess Diana or Julia Roberts has to do about Niagara Falls, but I guess they wanted some celebrity influences here. Doesn't really look like Princess Diana. Don't let anyone know. We did find Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is here at the Niagara Falls Wax Museum. Joy Guy, she's going to explain why we have Mother Teresa, then Princess Diana, and Julia Roberts.
So basically it has to do with the beauty also.
Uh-huh.
Like, it says here, Mother Teresa is revered because of her inner beauty, and like the Falls of Niagara, proves God's beauty and grace amidst the world. You know, same with those, Julia Roberts reaffirms beauty passes on with time and is giving that you receive. Basically like the whole concept type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then hers is, she was aristocrat in beauty. It affirms that beauty's not only like, I guess in the that was eye of the beholder, in the love that you have for God and country and stuff like that. So basically it's just like
So these are just different versions of beauty comparing it to Niagara Falls?
beauty and like gods and how you can deal with it.
Okay.
Like Niagara Falls power and beauty and stuff.
Okay, this makes more sense. We have some Niagara Falls merchandise. I could understand that. I could get behind that. I see what it's about. And from those beautiful people, we head to George Washington. He's a little short for George Washington. I do like him. What he's doing is giving this famous Indian chief on Niagara Falls receiving the Peace Medal. It is the Peace Medal. And a cannon. Oh, a haunted well. Hello.
No, it's not that haunted.
No. We're going to learn about films from Niagara Falls. Motion picture, which the falls. I think this museum needs to be updated. It goes up to 1979. I'm pretty sure we have a lot more newer falls.
Yeah,
Right.
I believe it was, what was it, Canadian Bacon was filmed Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Jim Candy.
Tammy, which stars, what was it, Melissa McCarthy?
Yes. Yep, there are some newer movies. They should get on it. Here we have Marilyn Monroe, whose movie, Niagara, used Niagara Falls as background. We found Abraham Lincoln. He's hiding over there. He's about to get
Yo, Abe, what's going on?
a little haircut there.
I thought we were like that. Why didn't you?
I like that they actually do have the barber chair in which Abraham Lincoln
Oh, that's pretty cool.
received tonsorial work when he visited Niagara Falls.
Tonsorial.
It is cool that they actually have the chair.
That is really cool.
Ooh, and a little general store. Thank you for having us. Ooh, all the sweets. I wish Cool China still cost 90 cents. What is it, Joy? What is it?
It is actually relating to barbering or a barber. So the guy is a barber.
But What's the tonsil? Something or other.
It's
So we learned.
from Latin.
It's from Latin.
It's from Latin.
Abraham Lincoln just saw the barber. James Fenimore Cooper. Ooh, these are really cool and creepy. These are dried apples to make dolls. Those are old apples with the heads.
That's actually a really good corn. That's actually
These
a really
are cute
good.
corn husk dolls.
That's a good
Ooh,
one.
and a nice needle point.
Look at the boot scraper. That's for you.
I do want one of these when I have my mustache. Drinking out of a mustache cup, so you keep your mustache dry. Be nice.
No, I just throw it out of your way.
Yeah, it protects it from the hot beverage.
Oh, look at the waffle iron.
We have a cool map of where we are now. There's Lake Erie. So B over here is Buffalo. We're way up here. Right over there. Near Niagara Falls. And there's the falls over there to Lake Ontario. Wow. That's crazy. Boy goes over Niagara Falls and lives. This little 7-year-old boy went over Niagara Falls.
There's the Niagara River at Buffalo. Then it drops 140 feet in its journey to the falls, and then another 182 feet when it goes over the falls. And then it continues through Niagara Gorge, which it took about 12,000 years to form from like water erosion, according to geologists, because obviously they do studies and stuff like that, and I don't.
You just read plaques?
I just totally read. It's interesting. And then from that, it flows through the gorge, and then it exits through Lake Ontario.
Here we actually have some photos of someone standing on frozen Niagara Falls.
That's actually pretty cool.
I do like this this redwood, showing some Niagara Falls history, like the guy tightrope across the falls in 1860, 2 men rescued, World War I, World War II. I'm very upset though.
Ice bridge.
Ice Church. It doesn't have when David Copperfield went over Niagara Falls. That was a life-changing magic show I watched when I was a kid.
When was this cut? 1962.
Yep. So that's why Copperfield hasn't gone over the falls yet when this tree was cut down. You should have seen the tree. It was amazing.
Should've just stayed.
We're gonna see Samuel Clemens, aka Mark Twain. This is a river meaning 2 fathoms deep. American humorist and one of the greatest writers. I don't know. Mark Twain, there's something seems a little off about him. I feel he also should have been at the haunted house wax museum. Shining like red flashlight for strobe. I'd be a little scary of Mark Twain.
A kite was used to help build the first bridge across the gorge between the U.S. and Canada. And it was, the kite contest was held, and a 15-year-old boy, after many attempts, landed his kite on the American side of the gorge, so he was probably over on the other side.
So this is it, how they got a rope across, and it was a pulley system bridge was the first bridge. Oh, first television was set in Niagara Falls in 1951. I wish I could have one of these. I like that it's the TV, but if you can see in here,
Awesome.
it has a built-in record player. We have the old 1951 8-inch black and white screen first television with a built-in record player.
That's pretty cool.
The next wave of Daredevils
Ooh. I'm gonna put off the camera and watch some Daredevil Falls videos. Just finished watching the Daredevil Theater. And I have to say, I think I could do it. I think I could go over the falls. Not today. I have to build the best barrel. We just entered the Hall of Presidents. I was expecting wax figures. Instead, we do have lots and lots of
I think the pictures
signs.
are a lot easier.
I do like this wall of license plates.
And keep the flags over there. 56.
Yeah, all 50 license plates, 1 per state. It's funny, when you look at them on a wall, you would think there'd be more, but 50 license plates doesn't take up that much. They got a Hawaii. You never see Hawaii license plates on mainland, unless they're hanging on a wall. I got 3. We have California, Virginia, and New York, Joy.
Alaska.
There, right there. It's just not a bright license plate. It doesn't pop out and say, the last frontier. Joy, now remember, Alaska's the last frontier. But you know what the final frontier is, right? It's space. The great beyond. Oh, look! Cute twin bicycles.
Oh, look at the souvenir bells. And bells. And
Yeah,
bells.
bells.
Wait. Seriously? I see a thing going on here?
I think we are in a bell section. That's why
Fire.
the bicycle. Oh, I do like this. I love me a 3D map.
But it made itself because of erosion.
Look, we are there. We're gonna go over that bridge. Right here's our hotel where we're staying tonight. And then we're gonna.
So we get that one. We don't get that one.
Yeah, we get some view, and then we're gonna have lunch and look down, and it's gonna be nice.
I know. I'm saying we get that one. That
I
one
know.
that's on that side. That one looks like the bigger one.
You are there, and in case you can't see, it actually does say Wax Museum. This is really cute. Please excuse working on this exhibit,
Oh, that's great.
but they put a wax figure painter guy in here with his little lunchbox working in there. That's a cute thing to have at a wax museum. Other wax museums, take note. If you're doing renovations, have one of these guys to put there. 'Cause that's really cute. Well, I like this. We're learning about some of these people that went over the falls. Some survived. Sadly, some didn't. I don't remember, Joy. Did the rubber ball guy survive? Was he the one that got trapped underneath in the rubber ball, or was one of the other ones? I think the other barrel got trapped underneath.
One of the I think it was the wood and
Yeah.
metal combined that he had oxygen.
Yeah,
with it.
and he got stuck under the water for 22 hours. Rubber ball, I think, survived. I do like we're in the Daredevil section here. This guy lived. He made the trip over the falls, and we learned later in life he slipped on an orange peel somewhere in Australia or New Zealand, and he
Banana.
died.
I think banana.
No, it was orange.
It was an orange?
It was orange,
I
yeah.
thought it was banana.
It would have been more funny if it was banana, but it was orange. And he got gangrene and a broken leg and died. Survives Niagara Falls, dies of a slip on an orange peel. Right here we have a replica of Ann Taylor's barrel. She was the very first daredevil to ever go over the falls. And she survived. Here we have a replica of Ann Taylor, battered and bruised, emerging from her barrel after 3 hours after it had been set free in Horseshoe Falls. Jean-Francis Blondin carried his manager when he tightrope. I like this. I'm learning now. This woman, Native American woman going over in the canoe, is actually the legend of the Maid of the Mist. Early illumination. I like there was a time schedule. Come to see the falls. We have a light from 7:30 to 10 and 9 to 11:30. Here we have a man being rescued from the falls. Help me! Help me! I said I wasn't gonna do it this trip, Joy, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go over the falls. You ready? Here I go! Did I make it, Joy? Did I survive the falls? The fall from the falls?
The fall from the falls. Very questionable.
Well, I don't know if I survived it, but I did have a good time here at Niagara Falls Wax Museum. You should all come here too. So, Niagara Falls Wax Museum, been there, done that.
Literally.
Don't be like me, have safe travels, good eats, and live life. Sad this woman's out of work because this is an awesome fortune teller.
Oh, that's like the thing that we saw at what was it, Canobos?
This is awesome, folks. It's called Dime Mine. It's not a crushed penny. It's a crushed dime museum. Let's go for it, Joy. One more for the collection. Let's go down the conveyor belt. Oh, that is cool. Nah. American Falls, Niagara Falls, my first ever crushed dime, and one of my coolest crushed coin machines I've ever been at. And it says Niagara Wax Museum on the back.
Right.
Georgia showed me. It's cool. Some of these old vintage cigarette machines they're using here. Ooh, some cute ones.
Oh, not the barrel.
I was hoping for the barrel.
Man.
We'll keep looking.
Niagara Falls, here we go. Meet my big buddy over here. Let's go check this out.
Joe, we finally made it. We talked about it for years. What do you think of the view?
Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Niagara Falls. We're standing on the New York side. That would be the New York Falls. And in the distance over there, you can see the Canadian Falls.